The Bureau of Internal Revenue reiterated that it will not withdraw Revenue Memorandum Order 23/2014, which specifically defines what income is taxable for both the private and public sector employees. Commissioner Kim Henares, no new taxes were imposed and the provisions exempts no one. The details from Freddie Abando.
BIR Commissioner Kim Henares has remained firm not to recall Revenue Memorandum Order 23/2014 issued on June 20, which clarifies that income is taxable for all government employees and even the private sector. Henares made it clear no new taxes were imposed. The order was issued to clarify that under Section 32 of the tax code passed in 1997, all compensation, whether in cash or kind, whatever they may be called, are always subject to income tax, and therefore proper withholding tax should have been deducted and remitted. Henares stressed the government and private sector know this for a fact and have been monitored for compliance. The commissioner said the law applies equally to all and no one is exempted.
Nobody can read this law and find that there's a different taxation for private sector employee and a different taxation for government employee. Or if within government that a different taxation is imposed on executive, those employed in the executive department, or those employed in the legislative or judiciary. It's all one law applied to everyone.
What's the bottom line?
The bottom line is we're implementing the law, and if there's any problem, it's not our problem. The problem arose because there are people who do not follow the law.
Despite this, 12 government employees associations and confederations composed of 300,000 civil servants will challenge the Henares order before the Supreme Court. They are also firm in arguing that the order imposes taxes on their benefits, allowances, and bonuses on top of their individual income taxes. They claim their take-home pay could be reduced substantially and makes it difficult for their families to cope with rising costs of living. Because of this, former Senator Aquilino Pimentel Jr. has filed a petition before the Supreme Court to issue a TRO to stop the implementation of the Henares order. But Henares said Pimentel was a senator in 1997 when Congress passed the law which imposed the taxes. Henares said the remedy is left for Congress to pass a new law to repeal the provision on the taxation of bonuses, allowances, and other fringe benefits.
It's within our authority to issue issuances. We have three kinds of, actually four: revenue regulation, revenue memorandum order, revenue memorandum circular, and rulings. The only time that the Secretary of Finance signs something, it's a revenue regulation. The RMO, RMC, and rulings, the Secretary of Finance it doesn't go to the Secretary of Finance. A revenue memorandum orders basically telling my people that when you audit a taxpayer, these are their liability. So that's my answer.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.